These are the oil fields of West Texas. 2 miles beneath the dust and rattlesnakes lies a buried treasure that men are willing to risk their lives to get. 100% Texas crude.
He's gotta blow!
This is the ultimate race to strike it rich. And modern-day cowboys are willing to dig deep.
You gotta keep it drilling, rain or shine, man!
Just for a taste.
Oh, man, I live for this.
Of black gold.
Busted bones, alive men give their souls for black gold.
Previously on Black Gold. At the Longhorn, Gerald and his crew are on their second well, but cost overruns threaten their jobs.
I will release this entire drilling rig. I'd like to get another drilling rig today.
The big dog rig needs to make up ground as driller Justin battles the well from hell.
Come on down. Damn it!
And at the Viking, Wayne and his crew just completed their first hole. And now, they're closing in on the Longhorn.
We'll fix the tear on my new ass, I guarantee it.
The rigs are halfway to their 50-day deadline. But at the end of this week, an entire crew will be sent packing.
I've got to let you go.
The brand new Viking rig reached total depth on their first hole.
Hell yeah, don't this son of a bitch.
Now, driller Wayne is making his move.
Right now, we're running about a week behind schedule, but we'll get everything worked out and we'll take the lead.
But Wayne and his crew still have one more thing to do on their first well. And it's ugly.
Yeah, man, this ain't gonna be all no fun and games.
It's called laydown.
It's gonna be balls to walls, man.
Laydown means pulling all 2 miles of pipe out of the ground. One piece at a time. So they can bring it with them to the next location.
Bring it there!
That's 87 tons of iron. One wrong move and that heavy pipe could cause a brutal injury.
First rule of roughnecking, quick hands or no hands. Yeah, if you're scared, go to church.
If the crew survives pulling out the pipe, they're looking at a bottom hole bonus. The bonus goes to every roughneck who stayed from the beginning of the hole through the end.
We all just found out we're getting $800 bottom hole check, so hell yeah!
With the oil field booming, good roughnecks are in short supply. The bonus makes sure they finish what they start.
That's badass, brother. $800?
As their shift ends, the last piece of pipe comes out of the ground.
We had a hell of a laydown job right here. We tore some ass up, I guarantee it.
Who wants to go to the bar? On me!
Every morning around 5 a.m., you'll find Gerald at the edge of town, waiting to drive his crew to the Longhorn rig. Every morning, there's a chance they might not show up.
It's 4:52 in the morning. We're supposed to pull out at 5. And there ain't a damn one of them here yet.
Hello?
I hate to bother you, baby. I'm looking for Henry. I babysit them like they're my children. But That's what you got to do anymore to get people to work. These kids have no work ethics anymore. There's Paul and Henry right there. Made it on payday. That leaves the Peanut still not here. Where you at? All right, you got 2 minutes.
Gerald's got a full crew.
Just get ready.
For one more day at least.
It's a crapshoot this morning of what we're going to be doing, but we know one thing for sure. It's going to be ass-busting work today. That's why we're making big paychecks, I guess.
Since starting on their second hole, the Longhorn has drilled more than 1,000 feet.
I guess.
They're the only team on schedule to complete all 3 wells in 50 days.
All right, get it broke out. Let's go. Get them on there.
But as today's first pipe goes into the ground, their progress grinds to a halt. An iron pin that holds the blocks together has come loose.
Damn junk pile.
The blocks are critical. They raise and lower the drill string.
Had a real morning. Now my damn drilling rig's falling apart. So it's not going to be a good day in the neighborhood.
At 10,000 pounds, the damaged blocks put everyone at risk. They've hammered the pin in place, but they'll need a welder before they can get back to drilling.
Put a little bit of cramp on my style. Yeah, I don't like to stop for nothing. I like to go, 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 go.
At the giant Big Dog, driller Justin's crew is still fighting the well from hell.
Go ahead.
While Viking's done with their first well and Longhorn's already drilling their second, Big Dog is struggling, still 1,000 feet from the bottom on their first. They're already a week behind schedule. They have to finish this well and move on, or they'll be hearing from the boss back in Midland.
I'm not sure what's going on out there. It looks like we really aren't making very much hole at all.
While Justin's sweating, the worm Derek is trying not to break a sweat.
Every now and then you gotta know how to screw off a little bit. Act like, oh man, this is hard. So you can act like you don't know what you're doing for a while and make an hour job 3 hours.
But there's no rest on the well from hell.
We started out where that white line's at, so we've lost that much fluid in the last 2 hours, which isn't good.
These pits should be filled with the drilling fluid that travels down the drill pipe to keep the bit lubricated. But the well is like a leaking bathtub, and the drilling fluid is getting lost in the cracks of the earth.
You don't ever want to lose all your fluid, because once you ain't got no fluid, they can't keep drilling.
If Justin can't plug the leaks, they could lose the hole completely. That would be $1 million loss for Big Dog.
Biggest nightmare I've been on in a long time.
To save this well, Justin needs his whole team to work together.
Hey, what? The stinking driller wants you to shut this operation down. He needs you to go over there to that suction pit and carry some cedar fiber for that there dairy can, bud.
They have to pump wood fiber down the hole to plug the leak.
It just mixes in with your water, and it just makes a real thick sludge. Just get up into your small cracks, wherever your fractures are, and seal it off.
Justin will eye the controls, Brian will man the pits, and Derek will get payback for screwing off. He's got to get these 50-pound bags of wood fiber up to the rig and into the hole.
Go ahead, put all those in.
If they don't get it fixed, the well could collapse. And 3 weeks of drilling could go down the drain.
Let's hurry up, get this mix, so when I make that connection, you can pump it. We finally got all of our circulation back. Hopefully it'll stay like this for the rest of my tower anyway. It's looking good so far.
Justin's relieved to be drilling again. Derek's just happy not to be lugging bags anymore.
Oh, I don't fall asleep standing up.
Big Dog's finally got the bit turning again. Driller Gerald and his crew are at a standstill.
Well, what it does when they get up here, turn this valve a little bit.
The problem with the blocks has stopped them down for 4 hours. They haven't drilled a single foot today. That's the last thing oilman Mike LaMonica wants to hear.
What happened?
This problem has already cost him $15,000.
Certainly not happy that we're stuck, and just get after it.
Finally, the pin is welded back into the blocks.
Let's go!
With no time to waste, Gerald's crew gets back to drilling.
Let's go!
But the Longhorns' lost day loosened their grip on first place.
Hang on, Drew. Yeah, baby.
Gerald's crew wants to forget about work, at least for one night.
Yeah. I'm gonna go drink a beer or two, and then I'm going to bed. I won't stay probably out 30 minutes. See if I can't find some old fat girl to take. How's that?
After heading home for a quick shower, Paul and Henry hit a local bar. The guys have work at 5 a.m. But Henry's not thinking about that now.
I just wanted to see her tatas for real. That's all I want to see, just her tatas.
The night's just getting started for Paul and Henry. But in 3 hours, Gerald will be waiting for them at the gas station. Coming up, at the Big Dog, Justin's got the boss breathing down his neck.
Got a full crew today.
And the Longhorn Roughnecks are pushed to their limit.
Are y'all gonna pick up them tongues? You gotta sit there and look at them. I'm gonna quit.
It's 6 a.m. Time for Gerald and his crew to take over on the Longhorn. Last night, Henry and Paul stayed out until 2 a.m. shooting pool with some local girls.
How I ended up with the one I did, I don't know. She looked good in clothes. Started falling out, though. What the hell that come from?
4 hours later, they're in no shape to work the iron.
What are you hiding your face for, Henry?
Really, it's just sleep deprivation.
Gerald quickly figures out why his crew is moving slowly.
You gotta go back to work. The smart thing's not to go to the bar chasing women around town. I ain't got much sympathy for you then. I'll work you like a dog. I don't give a damn. Yeah, it's fixed to be in trouble. You don't move a little faster. Those are already out there looking for you. You might ought to move around, make sure they know you're alive.
The slower the guys work,
Pull the pin back out.
the tougher Gerald gets.
Whoa! Henry, get up off your ass. What do you think this is, Sunday school? It may be Sunday, but this ain't Sunday school. Henry's got that head-up ass syndrome this morning.
I've never had nobody ever talk to me like that. There's no way of keeping hands when you're yelling at them like that and expecting so much out of them.
Are y'all gonna pick up them tongues? You gotta sit there and look at them.
Right now, I really need my job. For the last 13 years, if anybody ever talked to me like that, I
don't know what you two got y'all's head up y'all's asses about, but pull them out and do it now.
I'd tell them, you know, I wouldn't be there the next day. You know what I mean?
Gerald's hard-nosed style has Longhorn in the lead. But it's wearing out his roughnecks.
Yeah.
And the old rig. Now the spinning chain is jammed.
It's supposed to fall out of there when you're not using it. It'll normally just roll out. You just pull it like this.
The chain and the hungover roughnecks are slowing down Longhorn's progress.
It wears them out. It's frustrating as hell. You don't like to fight this. I mean, this job's hard enough without having to fight the iron all the time.
I'm gonna quit. I don't fix this bitch today.
Unless Gerald can get his equipment and his roughneck straightened out, Longhorn could lose the lead. On the massive Big Dog, Worm Derek's back. But he's still worn out from yesterday.
Today, maybe just hopefully that driller's not on my ass and I can conversate a little bit, chill out.
Today, he wants to get back to his routine.
Woo!
Making connections when he has to. And hiding out when he doesn't.
You gotta hide every now and then, man. Go a little out of sight, out of mind action.
Derek can't hide forever, though.
Hey, Derek, need me to come get that for you? No, he's not pulling his own weight. He really doesn't. He does what he wants to do when he wants to do it. Some days he'll want to work hard, other days he won't. Been to college and he's got this great SAT score, but like I told him in the past, that SAT score don't mean nothing out here.
Justin needs Derek to focus. The well is 1 week overdue. Now it's a problem for their boss, the local legend who owns the Big Dog.
I've been associated with the oil field since 1962, I guess.
Autry didn't become one of the biggest oil men in West Texas by having wells run over budget.
We try to watch each rig very carefully and try to monitor it. If something's going really bad, I'll be out there.
I've heard him coming out, you know, in bad circumstances where somebody's just totally destroyed his rigs. You know, that's not a good circumstance to meet the big boss.
This is our evening tire drill. Justin Dorrs. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Justin Dorrs. Nice to meet you. You got a full crew today?
Yes, sir. Every day I have a full crew.
This well is more than $200,000 over budget. Justin needs to make a good impression.
But he does have a lot of power. He can do whatever he wanted, you know. And I'm sure if he didn't like the way somebody looked or whatever, I mean, I'm sure he could just get rid of them like that if he wanted.
Big Dog's already fired one driller. If Justin can't cut it, he could be next. Coming up. At the Big Dog, it could be the end for Justin.
That driller's job is definitely in jeopardy.
And blood is spilled on the Viking. It's rig move day on the Viking. The worst day to be a roughneck.
Rig moves there, it's a little more dangerous out here. Got a lot of people out here, a lot of heavy equipment moving. Trucks are gonna be up our ass.
With all the people, trucks, heavy machinery, and iron moving around, there are 1,000 different ways to get hurt.
Oh, mother!
On a regular day, 3 shifts work the rig. But for rig move, all 3 teams work together. And a roughneck from the night crew is a familiar face. Tim, the former Big Dog driller.
I'll whoop your damn ass, motherfucker!
I missed that one day. I just gave him reason to get rid of me right there. I should have missed that day, but oh well, stuff happens and go on.
Hey!
To get a new job, he had to take a demotion.
Now, I was drilling there for so long, and now I got a roughneck, so I got to get back in shape, do all that again.
Come on!
Today is Tim's first test on the Viking. He needs to prove himself if he ever wants to move back up to driller. While Viking moves to their second hole, Big Dog is still stuck on their first. The owner came out to put the pressure on Justin, and today things have gotten even worse. They've only drilled 90 feet in 3 hours, thanks to a missing worm.
Hey, I'm short-handed. My worm twisted off on me today. No call, no show, no nothing, so working short-handed.
It's hard enough for me to come out here every day and make a living for my family. When you get these young guys that are supposed to be doing most of the labor and they twist off, it's harder on me.
If you don't have hands and you go through a lot of hands, that pusher, he's liable to run you off. They get mad when you come out short-handed all the time.
With the owner already frustrated, Derek is putting Justin's job on the line.
Drillers get run off just because they can't keep hands. That driller's job's definitely in jeopardy.
Just down the road, the Viking raises its derrick at their second location. Wayne's crew and Tim are entering the 10th hour of the rig move. With no end in sight. They're exhausted. But they have to install the V-door, the ramp used to load pipe onto the rig floor. It's 1,000 pounds of solid metal.
3, 2.
A half-ton of steel smashed Tim's finger. While Tim heads to first aid, the grueling work continues for Wayne's crew.
Come on, Junior!
You guys are killing me, man.
What I was doing out there, I was tightening up that number 2 pump. What happened was a piece of metal must have flaked off and it hit my artery right here.
I guess it cut an artery or something. He was bleeding like a stuck hog there.
The Viking is already running behind schedule.
I don't need this.
Now they'll have to finish rig move 2 men short. Junior and Tim are headed to the hospital. Coming up, the Big Dog faces an explosive situation.
Oh, hey, I've seen it come on before.
And on the Longhorn, tempers flare.
I run this mother crew. Is that clear?
The Viking rig move claimed 2 victims today. Tim smashed his finger. And a piece of shrapnel sliced open Junior's arm.
I was in the wrong spot at the wrong time.
It's another tough break for Tim. If he had kept his driller job,
Just pushed it up, just pushed my finger.
he never would have been in that spot.
Well, there's all kinds of things out there that could kill you, smash you, whatever. And a little piece of metal just cuts you like that, just real quick, like a knife. I got like 4 staples right now. I said I could go back to work tomorrow and everything would be good.
I'll be back tomorrow.
On the big dog,
Get everybody, let's go down on a stack.
Justin's taken the rig almost all the way to the pay zone. They were slowed down yesterday because Derek skipped work, but today the worm is back.
Just try to stay focused and just think about the job, not think about other. You know, that's the main thing.
But Derek's walking a tightrope.
To get them top ones now.
Hey, they're on there, Nick.
His crew's lost faith in him.
Damn whiz arms don't listen.
Come on now, Brian.
But in a boom, roughnecks are hard to find, and second chances are easy to come by.
It's so hard to find good hands. 1 out of 20 might be a good hand, you know?
The worm knows he let the crew down, so at least he bought lunch. Justin's going to stick with Derek for now.
All right, let's put the pizza down and go to work.
What the f*** is that? Just hook it once, man, and get all them wraps off there. Atta girl.
Suddenly, Justin's got something much more important to focus on. That alarm signals a dangerous situation. The big dog has drilled into explosive natural gas.
That's bad. That's when you get in trouble. Right now, we got quite a bit of gas. It's coming from down hole. You can see it right behind you. Don't go near it. Stay away from it.
They're close to the pay zone, and where there's gas, there's oil. Natural gas is lighter than air and volatile. One wrong move could lead to a rig explosion.
If there's sparks, making connections, or if there's something down there, if metal hits and something sparks, or you have an idiot smoking a cigarette, yeah, I mean, it can be dangerous. Well, hey, I've seen it come up before. Seen some crazy dude. I've seen a flare all the way up to the crown before, man.
Justin has a tough decision: shut down drilling or keep digging and risk a blowout.
Shit, we can't fix it, so we start going back in the hole.
He'll use the rig's blowout preventer to contain the gas and then release it in safe amounts.
Then we'll open and close our valves we need to on the stack and the choke. You're taking control of the gas. Gas ain't taking control of you. Just takes a little more time. I think it's better to be safe than sorry. You never know. Never know.
Over on the Longhorn, they're on their second well. But Gerald's fed up with his party roughnecks, and tensions are coming to a head.
Are y'all gonna pick up them tongues? You gotta sit there and look at them. Now you got some tonguing to do.
And he's catching hell about out-of-control costs.
We used to pay $10,000 well for money. Now we're in the $25,000 to $30,000 well.
Gerald knows any more problems could cost them their jobs.
Hey, what are you pouring in at the discharge? What's in that bucket? What's in that bucket? MF55. What the f are you doing with it?
Cleaning my fluid up?
I don't know who the f ever told you that, but they don't know what the f they're talking about. You tell them I said that.
Damn, I've always been told.
No, never. That's a waste of MF55. Put that in that suction over there.
I don't know, he's wrong. I can tell you that. I know he is.
Henry's still got a lot to learn. Henry thinks he knows a lot more than he does. He don't go near as much as he thinks.
But there's no time to argue. The blocks are breaking down again.
Damn junk pile.
They just lost an entire shift fixing a loose locking pin. But now another pin is jamming up the blocks.
The pin backed out of it and fell down in her blocks, and it's got something wedged up in her blocks, which is a major problem.
The small pin will be a huge problem if they don't get it loose. Gerald's team has to repair the blocks immediately.
I need a little hammer too.
You want to put this in the bucket to carry it up there? You want to carry it by hand?
Just get everybody get off the floor for a minute.
All right, well, you can hook that bucket on that hook. All right.
Henry refuses the bucket, but wants the rig floor cleared. If he drops a hammer or steel pin, he knows it would kill whoever it hit. A hard hat's no match for a piece of iron falling from 100 feet. Henry's knocked the pin loose and heads back down.
Can I move it? Hey, can I move the blocks?
If he drops the heavy iron tools, they could kill Gerald. It's a split-second decision for Henry. Drop the tools or crash to the rig floor.
Stay off the floor. Watch it. Next time, I tell nobody get on the floor. Stay off the floor.
Hey, I'll get on the damn floor anytime I want to. You got something to say to somebody around here, you say it to me. You understand? I run this motherfucking crew. Is that clear? Is that clear?
I almost got hurt because I just tried to avoid. I almost dropped this. I didn't have hands to hold on.
So I tried to give you a damn bucket, but you're too smart. You knew better. Oh, well, Henry got to run in his mouth when he shouldn't have, and I said tell him shut up. I don't put up with a lot of crap. Don't have to. You work for me. I'm number one.
With Gerald's job on the line, he's got to keep a tight rein on his crew, whether Henry likes it or not.
Henry, let's go in the hole. Let's go to drilling.
Well, one thing I found out is that a lot of people put down people to make themselves feel bigger. I don't know if I can take much more of this damn yelling, though. It's getting a little old.
Coming up, will Big Dog finally beat the well from hell? And at the Longhorn,
I'm just gonna quit.
it's Gerald's way or the highway.
Well, pack your and quit.
Wayne and his crew finally got the Viking rigged up on their new location.
Yesterday, that's just a long, brutal day, you know. It was a hot sumbitch out here.
But the move caused some injuries. A piece of shrapnel sliced open Junior's arm. But Junior guts it out and is back on the rig today.
We're here. Are we back to full power there? How you hanging there, Junior?
It's all right.
It's all right.
Is it sore? Yeah, it's just a little sore.
Probably from them staples going in the bone, huh?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You work today?
Yeah,
Take
I'm
it easy on that one hand there.
Yeah, I'm here, though.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
It still stings a little bit, but it'll be all right, though. Feels a lot better than it did yesterday.
If anyone knows the importance of coming to work every day, it's Tim. He was also hurt during the rig move. If he ever wants to make it back up to Driller, he knows he has to be here.
It's just throbbing a little bit. It's doing all right. I mean, yeah, I broke the kid.
Oh, it did?
It's sold it back there. All right, good to go.
Even with the injuries, Vikings hit some soft earth, and they're drilling at their best pace yet.
This is our first day drilling on this new well. We're fast on it today. We're making connections out the ass.
Good. They're on track to drill 900 feet in just 8 hours, nearly twice as fast as an average day. While Big Dog's still on their first hole, the Viking is moving fast on their second well, and they're closing in on the Longhorn.
Has really been kicking ass on this well right here. And with the new rig like this, that's the way it ought to be.
At Viking, the guys came straight back to work. But does Gerald's Longhorn crew have that kind of commitment? It's time to head to the rig. And he's waiting for them again.
We still got 10 minutes. Well, I know damn well they ain't gonna be on time. Start this same old process again and again and again. It's me again, looking for that boy. Well, Henry's mother said he was there when she went to bed, but he's not there now. I guess aliens must have kidnapped him in the middle of the night or something.
Gerald's been riding his roughnecks hard for weeks.
Hey, you're in the wrong damn spot. You better move quick. Come on, push that head of them columns around. Chain these son of a bitches off and get them out of my way.
And they've had it.
I don't ease up on nobody for no reason. I mean, it's just, that's the way it is, and if you don't like it, go find you another job. I'll go find me another hand. I'm fixing to get in my truck and go to work.
By 5:30, Gerald can't wait any longer.
Sorry, little bastards.
Gerald comes to work alone.
You know, you show up at a rig without your hands, you're not much good. Tool pushers are all gonna be bent out of shape about it. I ain't got a hand on it. You see any?
Gerald's crew didn't oversleep. They're done working for him.
Too much yelling, too much things going on, too much fussing and fighting on that rig.
I don't know what you two got y'all's head up y'all's asses about, but pull them out and do it now.
So I just said, I just said, hell with it, So did everybody else.
I was trying to help someone, trying to keep people safe, and I got in trouble for doing that and got treated like a dog because of it.
I run this crew. Is that clear? Is that clear?
And I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I just had it. I think you could see it on my face.
To cover for Gerald, his boss Chris has to scramble. The night shift just pulled a double. So he pulls a crew off a different rig. Gerald has to head to town immediately and find a new crew.
I've got to go hire 3 new hands. Don't know exactly how that'll go. Chasing hands ain't never fun. A lot of people want a job, but nobody wants to go to work.
Fun or not, Gerald has to find a new crew or a new job. Things are falling apart on the Longhorn, but they're coming together on the Big Dog. Justin drilled through the gas leak, and they're finally closing in on total depth.
All right, take it off. Since the beginning, this has been a well from hell. Rotary table went out on us, our hole collapsed on us, we've lost circulation several times. Help him, Derek. It's last connection before TD. Everybody's kind of excited to get this hole finished.
25 days and more than $1 million after they started, Big Dog is finally just one pipe away from the bottom.
We'll drill almost 30 more foot of this one and we'll be TD'd. 2 more wraps. 2 more wraps. Bring them up, girl. Good. Well, we just made the last connection to this hole, which means we TD. Bottom line, that's it, TD. No more.
The crew's done their part. They drilled a hole 2 miles into the earth. Whether there's oil there or not, this is the end of their well from hell.
Everybody's excited and happy, and yeah, it's always nice to know we got a well done. Cap the well off, get out of here, and go to the next well.
But they still don't know if they've hit black gold. Coming up, will the well from hell pay off?
When you drill a dry hole, it's very depressing.
And big changes for Gerald.
It's not fair, but nothing in life is.
It took longer than he wanted, but Justin finally got the big dog to total depth. But oil man Autry Stevens is already $250,000 over budget. Hitting natural gas was a good sign, but he still has no idea if there's any oil in the well. A pump jack's been installed. Now Autry is going to find out if he'll get any return on his investment.
Yeah, this is one we had a lot of drilling problems with.
It all comes down to opening one little valve.
Man, that's some good-looking Texas crude. I think we got a good one. Oh, yeah.
That's sweet Texas crude.
Yes, sir. Feed the family.
With all his experience, Autry knows this is top dollar oil. If current prices hold, the well from hell could make nearly $50 million in profit.
That makes it worthwhile. Mission accomplished.
It's vindication for Big Dog and Justin's crew. But Gerald's still not having any luck finding roughnecks.
I admit I'm pretty hard on hands. I work my boys pretty hard. Out of the oil field, I'm probably one of the hardest drillers out here.
When a driller can't keep hands, that tells the company, well, this isn't a very good driller.
Gerald's called in and told the boss he doesn't have a crew. And the rig supervisor has made his decision.
Gerald, I've got to let you go. With no hands, you're in a bind. I don't like this part of my job, but my hands are tied.
Yeah, I think you should have been man enough to tell me to my face.
It's not fair, but nothing in life is.
But so they're gonna cut me loose as daylight driller. It'll cost them in the long run.
He felt that he was getting done wrong, but this rig, it'll keep going no matter whether I'm gone, Gerald's gone, it don't matter. A lot of people get the thought, well, this rig is not gonna run without me. That is the wrong attitude.
I'll have to go find me another job. Yeah, this is not gonna be fun. These are the days that I dread right here.
Next time on Black Gold, Mike LaMonica doesn't like the young crew on the Longhorn.
I want those inexperienced guys to be on other people's property and not on mine.
The Big Dog gets started on a new well, but it's the same old problems for Derek and Justin.
You see me on this damn handle right now?
And Wayne's Viking crew battles dangers of all kinds.
This place is infested with rattlesnakes, man. It is way serious.
As they make their move in the competition.